Hey guys, it's Chaplain David here from downtown Calgary. You've probably heard a famous movie spy take his drinks shaken, not stirred. So I'm going to flip that up and do a very quick devotional for my fellow seedlings called Stirred, Not Shaken. First, we must be stirred. Paul said to young Timothy, "Therefore I remind you to stir up the gift of God which is in you through the laying on of my hands. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." We must be praying for each other and even laying hands on each other in prayer if we're allowed to do that because of COVID, to stir up the gifts that God has given each of us. I do believe we each have unique gifts to be used by God, and we must take the time to stir up these gifts within ourselves and within each other. If we learn to rely on His strength and the gifts He has given us, I believe it will improve our interactions with the guests, the residents, with other organizations that we're trying to reach out to, maybe with the government so that they can grant us favor and maybe some financial blessing to do our jobs, and maybe even with fellow staff members. So we need to stir up the gifts. Second, we should not be shaken. We should never be shaken. King David said in Psalm 62, "Truly my soul finds rest in God. My salvation comes from Him. Truly He is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will never be shaken." Now, Peter actually quotes this in Acts chapter 2, just after the Holy Spirit is poured out, when he's giving his message to the people around that had seen what the Holy Spirit was doing. And when Peter explained it, he used it as a prophetic statement about Jesus. I believe we serve a God who is unshakable. And if you're feeling shaken because of COVID or because of the monotony of working from home or because of how much stress we've added on to ourselves because of just extra things that we're dealing with, or maybe there's situations outside of work with family, friends, home life, we should not be shaken. And we cannot let this pandemic or our struggles shake us. Whatever it is that's shaking you right now, I encourage you to surrender that to God, to the unshakable God, and allow Him to give you the strength to move forward. So I hope this has encouraged you and helped you. Again, let's remember to be stirred, stir up our gifts, and not be shaken. Not be shaken by fear or anxiety or worry or doubt, but trusting God, laying those burdens at His feet, and allowing Him to lift those from us. God bless you guys. Stay tuned for more.